Hello everybody, my name is Aceface. Today I'm going to be doing some more of these Chilling Spree or Yule Festival or Winter Nexus, as they say. There's many different names for this kind of event, but the winter event, as I will call all of them together. I'm going to do more of these sites than the Rattlesnake. The exploration aspect with the Heron was alright, but I don't like it that there's so much competition. It feels like there's so much competition, and it's quite difficult to find the sites. While here, you don't have to do any scanning whatsoever. You just see the sites right here in the probe scan. It's really delicious. So in real life, actually, it's very cold for me, and it is quite fitting with all the snow everywhere. You can see it looks really nice, actually, with all this like particles in the in the space. I've actually got a blanket wrapped around me, and I'm trying to get nice and cozy and down while doing this winter event. So we're gonna now warp to one of these sites and see if we can outcompete some fools. And also, if we're going to have another giveaway, guys, we're gonna have another giveaway. So because last time we did this, I noticed that there are so many people who really wanted this skin. I never knew that so many people wanted this skin, but it seems like really a lot of people want to get this skin. So this skin here, the Astero Scope Syndication skin, I'll be giving away 3 more of these guys. How you are in the giveaway is very simple. All you have to do is subscribe to my channel, post a comment, and say that you want to be in the giveaway, as well as your Eve name. It's important that you put your Eve name, because I'm going to then contract the skins to you guys. Then I'll contract the skins to you guys in-game, and I need your Eve name for that. So subscribe, comment, and leave your Eve name in the comment to be in the giveaway. Alright. So this skin actually has gone up quite a bit in price. Like, I'm thinking about, doing these event sites and getting the loot for them. But then I'm always just people who got skins, like with events you usually drop expensive skins, like these glacial augment skins, or not glacial augment, glacial drift skins. But then there also are these other skins that are now being given away by all these content creators, and I can imagine people who get the skins are going to be getting some big bank, because you can see here, you can get this is not a cheap skin, at least on the market. A lot of people are wanting to buy this Astero skin for quite a lot, and I think it has a lot to do with two things. The skin is, first of all, it looks quite luxurious. I think it looks quite luxurious. Like, it looks a bit special in the way it looks. It's got a bit of a gold tint, and it's kind of a unique pattern right here. I think it looks pretty luxurious, something some rich people would have. And also, it's in the Astero, and Astero is a very popular exploration-based ship. So that, I think, has a lot to do with how expensive it is. So if you don't like the skin, you can always sell it. You'll bank on that. Again, they're going to deploy my Gecko. I noticed sometimes the NPCs, they spawn kind of random now. The first few days of this event, it was that there's one wave that spawns in, and then the second wave is going to be the boss. But now, as a few days have progressed, I've noticed that there's been sometimes a bit more different now. Sometimes there may be one battle cruiser spawns in, and then a secondary wave comes, and then a battleship comes after that. So it's not just a simple two-wave, a two-wave site, so to say. Also, when it comes to the exploration sites, I've heard that they're pretty good in low-sec, actually. So that's something to keep in mind for you exploration guys. It could be worth going to low-sec, actually. But I can't be bothered to really go to low-sec. I'm in real life, I've got a lot of things going on. I'm pretty tired from all the hospital work, university work. I can't be bothered to stress myself out with going to low-sec, because a little bit too much attention is required to be paid there. However, I do need to still pay some attention in high sec. It's not at all AFK friendly. You see here, I've actually even made the local window. I've made it quite big, and there's a particular reason for that. Actually, it has a lot to do with the people are often ganking people running these sites. I've actually seen that on Zkill. A lot of people have been getting ganked, especially by code people. Like the code guys, a big high sec ganking corporation. And they really love to go crazy on these guys doing these sites. So it's really, watch your local for flashy people. And if you see people decloaking on you, the same way when it comes to mission runnings, if you see some guy decloaking on you, high likelihood that guy is going to have his friends jump in on you and go and kill you with a bunch of catalysts. You can sit there with, I've got a really good shield boost amount on my ship. But it doesn't matter. A fleet of maybe 10 catalysts will easily destroy you. It doesn't matter how much tank you have. You can't really outdo that DPS right there. You're not invincible, unfortunately. Even a Marauder with Bastion mode still can't resist really a big Catalyst fleet. Let's get this loot, see if there's anything good in here, and keep an eye on local spikes. If you see suddenly a lot of people come in, then it could maybe be there like a gank fleet or something. The reason I'm using the Gecko actually is because the Gecko has a very big shield pool, extremely big shield pool, and it's very useful because you don't have to worry about your drones getting killed. These EM drones, the Praetors, they don't have as much HP as the Gecko, so they actually get beaten up pretty like severely. And also the EM drones or the Praetors, they have armor. They rely mostly on their armor to tank, and that obviously doesn't repair. Now I could have maybe used a remote armor repair, but I don't have any CPU currently, so I'd have to refit a bit of the mids a bit to get a remote armor repair. But that is also a possibility actually with the infiltrators, and actually maybe that would even be better because of how the Silencer, they have lower resistance in the EM department. So actually maybe it could be better that I maybe swap out a few of these modules or put a few compact ones and instead have a remote armor repair. I've actually got even got one in here, large remote armor repair too. So that is a potential change for next time I do this site. But really, guys, be careful of these ganks. I have a friend who's been doing these sites, and he actually almost got ganked by these guys. Like, he had a whole gank fleet warp in on him. Luckily, he was actually able to get away because what happened was he was like aligning out because he kind of predicted them already coming. And but the thing is though, the NPC battleship, I was actually scramming him, so he just was able to kill the NPC battleship in time to be able to get out safely. So that's also something to take into consideration. Not only can people gank you, but it's not just a matter of just aligning out and being able to warp out. You have to also understand that the NPCs scram you here. So you have to make sure you kill the NPCs fast if you want to be able to get out. Very important right there. Don't forget that, because you can just think that, oh, I gankers in Code Guys or some other kind of ganking corporation in local, I can just align out, no problem. Really be careful that you're not scrammed or disrupted, because this guy is going to really just lock you in place until the very end, and that's something you don't want to you don't want to happen when it comes to gankers. The gankers, they want you to be in place. They want to kill you so they can kill you very fast. Okay, let's see now. I'm overheating because there's another Rattlesnake on grid. Maybe we could outcompete this guy, and we actually managed to outcompete him. That's actually pretty decent right there. Okay, let's go and get the loot. Got an MWD on just to go a bit faster so that they can't find it or get it. Oh, douche. Sorry, man, but this is the name of the game. This is EVE Online. I also get outcompeted quite a lot as well when I've done it, and it's just that's just the name of the game. Honestly, the best way would actually be to do either torpedo fit, like a torpedo barghest, or like a blaster fit ship. That would maybe be even better, actually. The only thing is, blasters, they have really good DPS. Really good DPS. The only problem is this NPC battleship, it spawns in at quite a distance. So the only thing is you have to get in range of your blasters to be able to do damage. While I've got the missiles and drones, it doesn't take much time for me to start applying DPS. So that buffer of time from me to start applying DPS actually matters in my time to kill the NPC and actually get the loot. But with torpedoes, on the other hand, you'll probably have enough range to be able to. You'll very likely, especially with like something like a barghest, you'll have almost guaranteed enough range to hit the NPC straight away, and you can quite easily do like 1.7k DPS, the same amount as my Rattlesnake, and you'll do even more if you were to overheat. I can't overheat drones, unfortunately. Sometimes I wish I could even overheat my drones. There's actually a meme in the incursion community. I don't know if you guys know what incursions are. It's this kind of like big group PvP activity, and in one of the incursion groups I ran with called Warp to Me Incursions, they actually had like a meme like, oh, overheat drones, because you had to like compete for some loot from other fleets. Okay, let's warp into the White Storm forward base right here. Get in range. Increase in thermal resistance. Did I actually recall my drones? Yeah, okay, good. I thought for a second I didn't actually recall my drones. I didn't notice it go back in. Douche. I have that douche there in my in my chat for the rest of the day. Okay, let's go and enter the next site. I think this will be the last site for now. I think I've done quite a few sites. I have actually been doing the other day a lot of sites. I wasn't recording it then, but I was just doing that while I was watching a TV series. It was, or not when I was half watching it. Like, I have two monitors, so I had a TV series on the other one. So I was kind of like half watching the TV series, and I was doing these sites, and I just realized, wait, what? I suddenly have a crazy amount of these overseer personal effects. Actually, the lore behind this event. So remember, I was talking a little bit about the lore before this event. The Sancha, they're here to invade, but actually that was just kind of like a guess. It wasn't actually what is the case. I read actually a bit about the lore. This is actually a thing. If you want to understand the explanations or lore explanations behind certain things in EVE Online, you can always go and like type in Google like EVE Online World News or EVE Online Game News. This is a good way to be able to find out what's going on when it comes to the lore. And I actually found out it's quite simple, actually, a very simple explanation. I kind of wish they had a bigger explanation for this, but there's actually a very simple explanation to why the Sancha here. So you see these like volatile ice harvesting or ice fields. These are like kind of like a special resource, so to say. So the volatile ice is something that has been occurring now because of the Yule event, and because of this, the Sancha is like, oh, we need to go and harvest and conquer all these ice fields. So that's why you can see here they've got like a base and here, and you can see all these asteroids. They're kind of like taking over or trying to secure these asteroid fields just so that they can have full access to these resource deposits. So that's simply the explanation. It's not really much more complicated than that. Sancha just need a bit of resources, and they're coming here to get them. Just coming here to get them and take them. And we're kind of not letting them take that. So I feel kind of a bit like a bad guy, actually, because the Sanchas, they just want to do a bit of mining, and I'm just coming here, just wrecking the whole operation. But then again, the Sancha are not going to put their resources to any good use when they do all these evil things with their resources. So anything that kills the Sancha, I think, is a good thing. But it's just cool because I never realized you could actually just read up about these events, but actually all these things you can actually read up by just typing in Google EVE Game News. So it really makes the universe feel a bit more alive than it actually did before. And why? My drone, this is something I find really annoying. When just drones, they randomly decide to switch targets. Like, I think he was getting attacked by this guy, so that's why he started attacking it. But that was really annoying because that guy was almost dead, and then this guy just was like, oh no, I'm gonna go for him instead. Okay, Gecko. Gecko, I've noticed, has a pretty good application to these small things. It has two reasons. It has actually pretty good tracking compared to other heavy drones. It has about the same tracking as, I think, the Berserker drones, the Minmatar drones. But the Minmatar drones, the Berserkers, they're known for having pretty good tracking. But they also, the Geckos, they have another thing that increases its applicability to frigates. It has to do with its range. It's got a pretty good range. So even if the Gecko is pretty far away from the target, it'll be able to just start shooting straight away. And because of that, it being able to shoot from like quite far away, it's kind of almost like sniping them, so to say. So it's sort of like creating a very more favorable transversal, or it's shooting them when the NPCs are in, having a a slower transversal velocity or lesser transversal velocity, and in that way it's able to apply a bit better. Now these guys are pretty far away, and that's pretty annoying, and this is actually missing quite a bit, so it's quite ironic how I'm saying this right now when this guy is not attacking. But what I'll actually do is I'll get a bit closer to this one right here, and we're gonna apply our Grappler, because the Grappler actually helps quite a lot. It's like a heavy weapon. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna just have the drone go for this one that's really close to me, just because of how it's very close to me, so I'll be able to fully utilize the Grappler, because the Grappler is a lot more effective when you use it up close, not at all effective when they're far away at like 20 kilometers range. I think it has a kind of a, starts becoming almost negligible after like 11 kilometers or 10 kilometers, something like that. But if something is like really close, like orbiting at 500, then it is so good. It's like better than the standard webs or Tech 2 webs, even better than some faction webs actually. But that's assuming that the enemy is really close, like really close, under your guns, orbiting very close. And that is often the case actually with many of these NPCs. and it's also a case with many of the frigates, especially in missions actually. So I really like using the grapplers in general when it comes to being able to have my battleship supply. There we go, dead, and I'm actually going to use the EM drones because the EM drones will, I think, they will effectively do a bit more damage than the Gecko. It just has to do with the resistance type. The Sancher, they have, you know, less resistance of the EM type. Okay, lock this guy up, approach him, activate MWD, deploy drones, overheat missiles, and start shooting straight away. Okay, let's get them. Praetor, go get them. Go get them. See these golems drones, I think, are on him, because the golem can have these light drones. The Hobgoblin too, so you can see that. So let's take out this guy. Where's the golem? The golem, if he has torpedoes, he will probably be able to outcompete me, but he did not. So I'm happy about that. Let's reload our missiles right there. Do we get anything? 92 million. Wow. Okay, it was the potion one. That was why. These potion ones, actually, they're damn good, actually, when it comes to the loot. But I think we got something else. Oh, this bowhead. Glacial Augment. Yes. Let's see now. Is it on the market? No, we're not in the Forge. Because we're in the Citadel, not the same region as the Jita trade hub, so we can't really see the relevant prices or offers for the skin right now. But I think that's enough for now. Done a bunch of these sites, got some dank ISK. It seems like we got the inventory is quite expensive right now, 200 mil. I think I'm gonna go and dump my items because this is a little bit too much for me to feel comfortable carrying around in high sec. Don't forget to enter the giveaway for the Astero scope syndication skins. 3 of them are going to be given away so 1 is going to be given away to 3 different people. The way you enter the giveaway, leave a comment, subscribe, and make sure that in the comment you say your Eve name. Make sure you're subscribed to be able to get in the giveaway. Alright, so that's how you are in the giveaway to get this skin. And I am in the, otherwise going to just chill here in the station now. Probably my character's going to probably take a little bit of a nap or something. Hope you guys enjoyed this video right here. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.